bai oh ARA lena ARA le ayaziyo abazange bayibona ARA phambili ARA phambili long live ARA long live
Good evening and welcome to our live broadcast tonight. Tonight we've got some leaders in studio with us. I just want to introduce them this evening. We've got our national spokesperson, Leader Saki Kula. Can you just greet our viewers this evening?
Greetings to all our viewers. Greetings to all other people all around in many provinces of this country. I greet you. This is Saki Kula, national spokesperson.
We also have our National Youth League leader, Cheslin Swartz. Can you just greet?
Good evening to all the viewers, evening South Africa, and enjoy tonight.
We're also joined by our leader, Kaylin, which is from Johannesburg. Kaylin, can you greet our...
Good evening, South Africa, Sanbonani, Dumelang, to all our beautiful people from South Africa.
So tonight, once again, we're going to be having an awesome time. I need you to just notify all your contacts of the broadcast, invite them, let them join our live broadcast tonight, and we're going to be discussing some pertinent matters just about what is taking place in South Africa. And as you can see, South Africa is in dire need of an alternative, of leadership. And therefore, National Spokesperson, Leader Saki, can you tell us just in terms of the unrest that is currently taking place in our nation, just what is your response on that?
My response is that there is a fresh of a breath of a new party. We want to look how we started last year. We started a party without knowing that there will be such unrest in our country. And we had taken a position to be robust and that we must be focused into changing the circumstances that we are faced with in our communities. So we think that would like to give confidence to our people that there is a political party that has the community's interest and that can bring about change no matter what is going on. But we need to bring competent leaders into government and local government as well as the national government.
That's right, yeah. Can I just have your response in terms of the LGE, you know, the elections that's taking place and just the discussions around postponing it and that sort of thing? What is your response on that matter?
For me, the report has been taken, but my worry is that the current government is using the courts as a tool, the issue of when there is a problem, it's not politically discussed. Why the political parties will not be able to sit in one and discuss the matter to say, do we need the elections to be postponed or not? For me, it shows as if there is a political vacuum for discussions. Everything it needs to be, there has to be an inquiry, there has to be courts to decide. For me, that is worrisome. So and my worry is also on the other side of the coin is that the people who are incompetent, which are the ward councillors of many political parties, as we speak, they will continue.
Yes.
And the service delivery won't be, adhered to the people that are in dire need.
Yes, that is true, because they're going to be continuing in their portfolios. And basically, when you have a look at what they've done thus far in the wards, it's basically just extending the issues that we are currently sitting with. So nothing, it's like they're pausing progress for putting South Africa first, you know. So it's really, it's our country is in dire need of leadership that make sound decisions. And also one of the things that really impacts us, it's concerning the youth and matters that affects our young people in South Africa. And I'm going to ask our youth league leader just to speak on that this evening, please.
Thank you, Leader Marian. And once again, thank you all the leaders that are here, the youth leaders from the various areas in our province, and as well Kaylin from Gauteng. Welcome, Kaylin, all the way from Gauteng. So, in response to the current burning issues of our youth in our nation, our youth are the strength of the society. They are the face of the future of any nation. They are humble, they are kind. They believe in power and ideology. Youth is remarkable and they are a massive gift of life. Therefore, if they're not focused, they become prey to the hands and in the wrong hands. The youth are impulsive, they are sensitive, and they are fixed to a target. There is, when they are fixed to something that they want to achieve, there's no turning them back. They need things that they need to achieve. The youth are, they are progressive. There's potential in youth with the energy and the talent to build society and inspire others due to the same. Youth represents a freshness, a spirit, appearance, and a vigor. And in saying all of this, what I said, that is youth. ARA youth rejects and condemns the lockdown measures that has been posed, and we do not support the recent KZN and Gauteng barbaric looting that took place. There were violent protests and events and what is taking place in the last 2 weeks. The youth that has taken place in Gauteng, we don't understand with it, we reject it. It is barbaric, this mannerism. Do you know that the livelihoods of 150,000 employees were affected? And this was affected our economy with 20 billion rand. And you know, I urge those youth going forward, and even other youth going forward, do not take instructions from corrupt government officials that cannot even guide themselves, but they want to tell you what you must do. You know, I just want to address quickly the issue of unemployment tonight. And this, when I looked at this, I spoke to our National Geographic Information System. I spoke to the guy, and over the last few months, we gathered some information that youth at the age of, and I want you to listen to this, youth at the age of 16 to 24 are most vulnerable, and without unemployment rate, there's a 55.2% in the first quarter of 2019. And this grows 8.5% each quarter. Each 4 months, there's no youth, it grows each 4 months in a year. And if you are in an area and you go around and you see youth on the corner, or your child is at home, or your neighbor's child is at home, this is the statistics that I'm giving you right now.
Yes.
And government is doing absolutely nothing about it. Amongst graduates, the unemployed rate for a graduate is 33.1%. And this is during the period of, this is the fourth quarter in 2019. I never spoke to you about 2020. It is really bad. There are youth challenges and how it should be addressed. There is a lack of opportunities.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lack of opportunities, and you know, leader, I fear the day that we reach 80 to 90% unemployed youth. What will take place in the country on that day?
Yeah. Definitely chaos. I agree with that, leader. Definitely chaos.
You know, when speaking to our NGIC committee, we spoke and we found out and we realized that the 18 to 35 is a crucial age group where they are unemployed, and this 18 to 35, their unemployment rate is close to 70%.
That is very high.
Yeah, and now when you speak about 18 to 39, the UN as youth is 18 to 45. The ANC constitution it makes it 18 to 35. That is why the country is on 35. But the rest of the world is going to 45, and there's opportunities taking place over there. And the government gives an example, or rather, let me say that, you know, last year when we had the issue with coronavirus, the government looked at the Cuban doctors. He never turned to our own people. Yes. He looked at the Cuban doctors. He said that we don't have sufficient doctors. There's not sufficient engineers. There's an insult to our youth in our country. They don't have. We don't have everything. If our government was intelligent enough with this man-made second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth wave, could he rather have not done this? Could he rather say, with all the money that I'm giving to Cuba, let me rather invest it into our own doctors, our own youth, for second wave, third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave. Yeah, if they can be job creation for the unemployed.
It's true, and it's so dismal in terms of the decision making when it comes to scarce skills within the country, but then also when there's opportunities to forward the country or to improve the country or to put South Africa first for that matter in terms of development and also just utilizing the skills that we have within our country. It's actually very dismal that our leadership, our top leadership, the people that we have in the past entrusted to make certain decisions are not even competent to make certain decisions. And that also, it actually advances and it adds to this dilemma and chaos and mayhem that our country is currently facing. This unrest, it's also as a result of the poor decision making. Also, how can they not have a resolution? How can they know about things that is taking place, but yet they are just waiting? What are you waiting to destroy our country? Are you waiting to take out civilians? What are you waiting for? Why is our current government not doing more for our people? Especially the young people.
That is correct.
It's terrible.
I think there is a power. The power that is most important that every person of South Africa still have is the voting. And that is why now the government is doing whatever it's in its power. The mere fact they say the political parties won't be ready is because they don't want to come out of government. They know that there are parties such as ARA that are ready to govern, to change the status quo. Our people are frustrated. I'm very disappointed to hear that the government is saying people are looting because they are hungry. There is nothing about hunger when people break into factories. They don't steal food, but they take away fridges and microwaves. It's a disappointment. So we need, and most important, the most worrisome issue is the issue of our security. You could tell that our police were caught flat-footed. They didn't have any way of solution to manage the situation. So as I'm sitting at home, I worry. If things go the way they are, look at what is happening as in the mid of a pandemic, in the mid of an unrest. In the Western Cape, we've got a taxi violence. So this is to show that we will have, that is why it's the way the things they look, it looks as if crime is encouraged. Our streets are governed by criminals. So that is why I'm saying in the short term, our people need to understand they still have the power. They can change the current government. They can bring competent people which will come within their own communities to change the status quo of what is going on.
That is true. So what you're saying is that we have the power to change what is currently taking place.
Correct.
And that is through your vote. It's through voting for the correct political party.
Correct.
And right now, ARA is an alternative. It is one of the strongest alternatives currently to overthrow the current regime. So I just want to also just go back to the youth, and I want to speak about just there's more that the youth and the young people in this country can do. Remember, when we think back, it was the young people that overthrew systems. It was the young people that stood up for rights. It was the young people that rewrote history when we think about, days gone by. So therefore, I just want you to just speak some more on the value that the youth can basically add in this time.
Just before getting to that one, that the government, he really wants to keep the youth in bondage. The government wants to keep, and there must be a strategic plan that they are busy with, because when there was coronavirus, they were with the invincible virus. They could deploy 25,000 at the first time army members. Then at the second week, they could deploy 70,000 army members. Now we know for a fact there's not 95,000 army members in South Africa. There are 50,000 army members, where 25,000 of them are active. So he deployed them for an invisible virus. What about the visible virus that is a gangsterism? Wars is taking place. Can't you bring a lockdown on that? That is all that we need. But this government, he cannot do it. He's incompetent. He's corrupt. That's why he cannot do with this government. And there is because what does a youth do when there's nothing for a youth to do? He goes to social ills. He steals. He becomes part of a gang. Drugs, prostitution, he becomes part of all these things. But there's a bigger ill, my leaders and colleagues, than this. The biggest ill is government himself. If the next 5 years or the next 10 years, if this government is still continue ruling we're gonna be in I don't want to say it, but we're gonna be in a chaotic place, and we don't not gonna go to
We
this
call it a
unless
banana republic.
yes, we're gonna call it a banana republic, banana orange republic. We're gonna call it unless we make a stand and we say SA first, South Africa first, the people first, and ARA is the new alternative. ARA can make that change. ARA has that change, and what's saying that is that government has shown no recovery plan for the youth and the unemployment rate. There's no recovery for the loss. If I can pose this question, in the last 12 months, has the government come out to say that this is our plan with the youth for the next 3 months, the next 5 months? He's done absolutely nothing. Instead, he goes to a funeral in a different country. But government has nothing, even local government, national government, we don't see them. They are so good, we only see them when it comes to the virus.
I want to say you're quite right. There is a strategy to keep the youth to do nothing. Instead of now talking about business opportunity, they are talking about a social grant that will be given into people. You ask yourself, who can live on 350 rand? A government comes in front to say, we have a solution for our people in South Africa. We're going to be giving a stipend of 350 rand. I don't know, maybe it's in my household. A 350 rand is very little.
Sure.
Now, they have recently, just now, again, they're trying to pose the very same social grant, which I can tell you it's going to be in the region of few hundreds of rands, which is about 350. And they're not talking about business opportunity. They are not talking about economic growth opportunities. So for me, you are quite right. There is a strategy not to keep our youth doing nothing. They will be involved in drugs, prostitution, and many other issues that are ills in our communities.
That is correct. And this shows that government does not accept youth to be part of exploring the country's economy and the GDP. But let me say that hereby ARA, and this is to all the youth in the nation and the youth watching, hereby ARA, we accept youth. We are one of the only parties that accept youth. Come with your talents, come with your gifts, and express it here by us. Be part of our growing in future GDP. Be part of it. Be part of what's going to take place. We got on one of our 7 non-negotiables is that we're gonna create 50,000 to 150,000 jobs per province.
Wow,
now, no other party can do that because themselves, before they focus on anybody else, they need to focus on their own pocket.
Yes.
They need to get things in their pocket, and they don't worry about the people. You know, but ARA is totally different. We're the only party that's saying SA first, people first. Do you know? We don't even. Other parties call you voters, and they call you statistics. We don't call you statistics. We call you people.
Yes.
We don't tell you, no, you are voter. No, you are people. That's why we're saying people first. We put people first, and youth. If I can say again, we got a plan, and maybe just later on I'll just talk about small bit about the plan that we got for the youth of the nation. But we got a plan across this whole country with ARA youth to make impact in the nation.
Excellent.
That is awesome because that is what the people want in South Africa. They want hope. They are tired of hearing all this futile election campaigns. They are so fed up. People are fed up. And that is what they want. They want something tangible. So can you tell us, leader, just what is the plan for the young people? You know, what are we going to do as ARA?
I'll give one thing. What we're going to do as ARA. Firstly, we need competent leaders. We need leaders that is competent across the country. And fortunately for ARA, it's here by ARA. ARA has those leaders. Those leaders are not at any other party, and I can confidently tell you that the leaders here by ARA, we will give you wise words of instruction. We will guide you what to do. That's the first thing by ARA. Secondly, like I've mentioned before, we will create 50,000 to 150,000 jobs in different provinces. That is our word. What we're going to do. We can do this because we are not politicians. We are businessmen. We are coming in with the idea of restoring process to our nation. That is our ideas. And also, if I can say this, that this is one of the factors that's really happening, that youth are immigrating out of the country. They're going to different provinces. They're going to different countries. They are leaving us. That is gives with all the talent, they are leaving our own youth is leaving our country that was made for our country. They are leaving because no other party gives them the opportunity to express their future and what they want to do. But here by ARA, we will do it. You come here, bring your gift, because you can be the next developer. You can be the next big revolution that takes place. You can be the next professor. You can be the next restorer that's going to be. So we will not afford to lose our youth to any countries or to this current corrupt government.
It's true. We cannot afford to lose our scarce talents, you know, our tertiary educated individuals, our talented artists, our great performing arts
correct,
individuals. You know, there's so much richness in the people of South Africa. And in saying that, if they want to be, if you want to be part of ARA,
Yes.
we're going to attach our membership link at the bottom of the comments so that you can join us in this. There's a lot of work to be done in South Africa. And in saying that, ARA offers a lot of opportunities. If you are an individual that says, you know what, I've had enough and I want to be part of it. Even if you're already involved in the community, we would even encourage you to just be part of what we are doing. This is not something, it's not a fly-by-night. We're in it for the long run.
Yes.
Because we want to see South Africa changed. And with all the damage that has taken place over these years, it's going to take a collective effort from people. Also, you can also view more information on our website. We will also put the link down below. Also, to follow just all the discussions that we've had prior to this evening, have a look at our YouTube channel and also on Facebook. We are people that don't just talk, but we do.
Yes.
We are active community agents.
Yes.
We are active in the communities, in the provinces that we come from, even in the wards. So keep a lookout for ARA and the work that we're doing. And please don't hesitate to be part of this great and awesome political party. Thank you so much this evening for joining us. I'm just going to let our leaders greet you this evening. So, Kaylin, if you can greet our viewers.
I would like to say thank you to everyone that was watching tonight, and I hope you were inspired by what took place here tonight. So I would like to greet you. Thank you.
If I can say this to the youth of the nation, join, be part. The link is on. Be part of us. Get in contact with us. The contact number will also appear on the screen. WhatsApp. I know youth, we like to WhatsApp. WhatsApp, get involved. And if I can tell, if I can say this to the youth, it's time for us to rise up. It's time for us to make change. Let us not anymore complain about the past or what's happening, but let us say enough is enough. I'm taking my stand. I'm going to be part of ARA. I want to be part of this restorative process that's taking place. I am here. I want to be part. Thank you.
I'll speak in a native language. You say, Nansi party abantu bonke bomzansi Afrika, abantu abadiniweyo, abantu abafuna utshintsha imeko yokuhlala, abantu abathi, you know, sidiniwe imeko esiphila phansi kwayo, nalithuba iba inxalenye ye-ARA, nobuse Eastern Cape, nobuse Free State, nobuse Gauteng, zindawo sesizinyathele zonke ezo, i-ARA ikhula ngokudide olumangalisayo, itlo sebenza le rona, re amuhela. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.